everybody, it's Fox Friday. You know it's Fox Friday. That's how foxes roll. Oh, oh, oh. That's the sound a fox makes.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Brian's here. All right, folks, on Fox Friday. Oh. Yeah, you like my purple wall? Yeah, I got a purple wall background today. I ordered it just for you. I got a lot of people saying, Papa Swolio, love the show, love your little crocodile hunter thing, like it when you're going outside and stuff, but really, I want to see a purple wall. So I'm like, you know what? I got you, Papa Swolio. I'll give you fun stuff, but I'll also give you purple walls. Tell your friends, purple walls right here on the Daily Swole. Oh, what's going on, Jose, Javi, Daily Swole Club? Remember everyone, I had a couple great conversations today with the Daily Swole Club. So make sure, don't be a square. Make sure you like and share the broadcast, and let's get some people into the Daily Swole Club. Like, share the broadcast, hashtag Daily Swole Club, and you can get a one-on-one with Papa Swolio. Banged out a couple of those this morning. I love talking to you guys. Meeting some awesome people. It was Chris, it was John. Awesome talks, balls to the purple wall. It's actually nice and cool. It probably feel really good. Today's episode, first off, welcome everyone to episode 364 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Got an amazing things to announce. Some really cool stuff with Swolenormous Apparel. You guys might see a video floating around. Just launched all the remaining tees on Swolenormousapparel.com. Wait for it. I even threw up a awesome hoodie. I threw up a kids tee. I got little baby onesies with Swolenormous on it. There's a tote bag. There's a mug. There's a lot of stuff. Women's tanks, unisex tanks, men's tees. All of them are up online, and more of the hoodies and stuff are getting posted. I know it's summer, but people love hoodies anyway. So a lot of new stuff. Anyway, just so you guys know, like literally got a better deal for all of you. Slashed prices. Slash the prices on Swolenormous Apparel. So you guys trust me, go check it out, Swolenormousapparel.com. I'm not going to talk any more about it right now, but you might see a video floating around. Check it out. It's awesome, and it's perfect. I wanted to do something special for 365, so I was up super late last night making sure I got everything organized, and if I can hook you up, I hook you up. You know that. If you're just joining me for the first time, thank you. New members, thank you for joining me live every day at 12 noon Eastern time. Thanks for watching on YouTube and listening to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. But if you want the most updated Daily Swole, if you want it right when it's live, if you want to hear it every day on the day that we do the Daily Swole, it's right here on Facebook. Facebook is number one. That being said, today is the new style of training, not training to failure. I'm going to explain what this means. I know Alan's over there having swolegasms. I love it. We're going to change the whole dictionary just for Swolenormous. Daily Swole Club gains for all. Hell yeah, Danny. Hell yeah, bro. Cali Swole. Training not to failure, or training without failure. Now, what does that mean? What does training to failure or training not to failure mean? Or a new style of training where failure doesn't exist? It's not what you think. I'll tell you right now, it's not what you think. You think I'm going to talk to you about training to your last possible repetition, going as hard as you possibly can. What I am telling you is training without failure. In other words, there's no such thing as a failure, period. There's no such thing as not being successful. There's no such thing as not achieving your goal. And I want to explain what that means, because once I explain, it's going to make a lot more sense. But I want to explain really what that means at its core. It's a whole mindset. Remember, we talk about it, and we talk about it all the time in Premium. I just want to say welcome. I know a bunch of new Premium members are in here, so if you're joining me from Swolenormous Premium, what up, fam? My private community, what up, fam? There's a link in the description, 7-day free trial. Awesome, awesome shit. I'm going to be in there later like a bear today. In there like a bear, like a fox. Gonna be Flex Friday. I'm gonna post that thread in a few after the Swole, the Flex Friday thread. Not to failure, not trained to failure. There's no such thing as failure, and here's why. You're always learning something about yourself. Whenever you try something new, whenever you try a new training style, whenever you try a new diet, a nutrition plan, whatever it is, you're always finding out something about yourself. You're always finding out something about you. So is that really failure? Is that really failure? Is that a situation that you lost? Did you really lose? Did you really lose because you figured out something that doesn't work for you? And it's all a journey. It's all trying new things, all trying to see what succeeds and what doesn't succeed, what works, what doesn't work. It's a process. And if you're open to the fact that in this process, you are going to do things that aren't as effective for you as you would hope they would be. They don't do what you would like them to do. They don't do what you would expect them to do. And in the same sense, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. There is no supposed to do. There is no this is what's supposed to happen. It's just what does happen and what really was supposed to happen. So if you want to do a new workout plan and it doesn't give you the effect that you would hope it would, in reality, it did exactly what it was supposed to do for you, because it was never supposed to work for you to begin with. Your journey in life, it's like you're being Indiana Jones, right? It's like National Treasure, Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, Nicolas Cage, whatever movie you want to choose. You're an investigator and you're trying to figure out what works best for you. It's out there. That's the positive thing. It's out there, but you have to figure it out. So there really is no failure. It's just doing things that aren't right for you, because I'm up here, Papa Swole, and you know how I talk. I'll tell you the truth. If something works for me, I will tell you. I also tell you that it might not work for you because I know it works for me. But how in the hell would I know that it works for you? That's a straight lie. I could tell you to do 10 things and 8 of them don't work, but maybe 2 do. And it's 2 things you never would have thought of, so I helped you out. But you're going to have to figure out your own path in many respects. When it comes to trying a new diet and trying a new workout plan, it's very, very likely that it won't work. I mean, who are you to do something? Like, who do you think you are, right? Who the fuck do you think you are? What gives you the right to just try something and get results? You know, how cocky is that? Like, I want to do this. I want to lose weight. Let me do this. And then it's going to happen because I want it now? Are you telling me that I'm in charge of my own success, John? Yes, sir, bro. You are absolutely in charge of your own success. You're in charge of the journey. You are in charge of the destination. You are in charge of everything. You're in charge of it. You are in charge of your journey. You are in charge of the process. You control what you do. You control what you change. You control what you want to do. You control what you get out of it. So premium is amazing. The 90-day dash program is amazing. Swolga, first live Swolga class was this morning, was absolutely amazing. Anyone in here that took Swolga this morning with Alex, that took her flow in Swolga, float some thumbs and tell everyone how awesome it was. Today was sick. Today was sick. So that's awesome. So these things are all awesome. Okay. But you still have to do it. You still have to wake up and do it. You still have to push yourself. You still have to, work through the pain, the struggles, the dedication, the discipline. You have to do all of it. So there's really no such thing as failure. There are things that work, and there are things that don't work. Yeah, Carrie, it rocked. It rocked. Love you. I'm so glad you liked it, dear. There are things that work, and there are things that don't work. Okay? Work, don't work. If you choose to do something that doesn't work, you don't know it at the beginning, but it's not going to work, and it wasn't supposed to work from the start. You just didn't know about it yet. So there really is no failure. There's just discovery. Discovery of what works. Discovery of what doesn't work. And I know a lot of you A lot of you might be saying, oh, you're just splitting hairs. Papa Swolio, you just splitting hairs. You're using vernacular, using words. I'm not. I'm rephrasing and I'm getting you to change how you think about your successes and your failures. Because all we have is language. Don't you understand this? You don't have anything when you're born except language. The first thing, before you even have emotion, you're taught language. I mean, for real. You only know you're happy because you know the word happy and the feeling associated with it. We associate everything with that word happy, and it translates to everything. Language is at the source. So believe it or not, the words that you use and what you associate with those words is everything. I'm not saying it's part of it, it's everything. It's going to lead to everything. Thank you, Ashley. Love you, dear. Thoughts are powerful, but the words. So saying the word success, saying the word failure, that's good and bad associations, right? Well, what if we fundamentally change the word failure? What if we fundamentally change the word failure to learn? Either you're successful or you learn. Either you're successful or you learn. Either you win or you learn. It's all learning, but you get the point? It changes everything. You're not failing. You're learning what doesn't work. You're learning that doesn't work for me. Maybe it's close. Maybe you just got to tweak something, but that's part of the process. Maybe you didn't lose. Maybe you didn't fail. You just learned. The question comes down to, here's the trick. Do you want to win? Do you truly want to win? Because if you do want to win, it's going to be a learning process, and you're going to get back on it and fuck shit up, and you're going to win. Or you're going to keep on learning, not failing or losing. You're going to keep on learning until you win. So whether or not on paper you lost, you learned. Get back on the pony and do it again. You know, you do a yoga pose. Or what do you say? Like you're doing downward dog and you fall out of it. You fall on your butt. So what? Get back up and get back to it. Eventually you won't be falling. You know, eventually you won't be learning. You'll be winning. You'll be successful. So it's all what you can do. And this comes down to also comparing yourself to someone else's success. What someone else does in their life. What they view as successful. What they value. If someone has a lot of money and you don't have a lot of money, they might view it as successful to have more money. You might not care. You might have less money, but you have love, you have family, you have friends, you have a lot of positivity in your life. You could be winning more than them. It's all about what you value. And what I encourage you to do now, being at a Friday and Fox Friday, Foxy Flex Friday, and of course I'm going to be going live in premium to talk a little bit more about that, about this topic, but it's very important. It's really important to understand this. And tomorrow's going to be deep. Tomorrow's going to be interesting. I want to tell you a little bit about failure and learning. I want to continue this a little bit more tomorrow for 365, because if obviously you see this number right here, 364. I can't point. 364. Tomorrow is the 365th episode of the Daily Mother Swole. 365. Since I rebranded a Daily Swole, it's been 1 year. Anyone that was there from the beginning understands that there weren't all these people watching live at the beginning. Every daily show didn't get 2, 3, 4,000, 5,000 or more views every single episode. Every single episode. A year ago, Premium didn't exist. A year ago, the 90-Day Dash didn't exist. A year ago, Swolga didn't exist. And now these things are bumping. Swolenormous Apparel didn't exist. None of these things existed. But I persevered and I learned. And when things didn't work, I learned and I won. And I kept coming back and I keep pushing to find my path and to find my success. So that's what you need to do for your fitness. There's no loss, there's no failure, but you do need to track, you do need to categorize, and you need to adjust. You need to adjust your training. You need to adjust your mindset. It's not a loss. It's not a failure. We're going to call these things learning. Learning. You have to fail. You have to in order to figure out what works. If you don't, learn. You're never going to succeed. You're never going to get there. Just because you want to get in shape, just because you want to build muscle, just because you feel like it now that it's time for you to make a difference, it's time for you to get in shape. What gives you the right to get it just because you want it now? What gives you the mindset, the ego, the entitlement to think that you are going to get it just because now is the day that you decide to start? Think about it. How cocky is that? How cocky and entitled is that? Just because you want to lose weight, just because I'm ready, oh, I'm having trouble losing this, I'm having trouble gaining this. Who are you? Who are you just to have it because you just started lifting, just because you just had this idea that I want to build muscle, I want to lose weight? Who are you to have that? You know, you have to earn it. You have to try things. You have to work hard. And you can't do it for a couple weeks. You have to do it for years. And that's just the honest truth. So remember, no failure, just learning and perseverance, finding your why, creating that discipline, creating that habit, creating that obsession, that absolute compulsion to work out. It's absolute gold. I'm telling you, you have to put in work. And that's absolutely right, Jennifer. You have to find the correct formula. You absolutely have to. You absolutely have to figure it out for yourself. Use my words, use my wisdom, use my guidance. Try my exercise program. Try my exercise demos. Join Premium. Link is in the description. Join the community. Join the family. Keep that consistency. Keep that dedication. I mean, I'm going to go live in Premium in a couple minutes after the show. But I mean, we do demos. We have that family, that accountability. If you're falling off, if you're having trouble finding, or if you're having trouble learning, if you have trouble figuring out what you should be learning, how to apply that towards your success, that's what Premium's for. That's what Premium's for, that community, that direct access to myself and the community 24/7, 365. That's what it's all about. Finding your family, finding your rhythm, finding your group, finding your habit, finding your force. And that's what we've created here with Swolenormous. That's what we've created with the workout programs. That's what we've created with the Daily Swole. That's what we've created in Swolenormous Premium. All these things, absolutely have to invest your time. Absolutely have to invest your desire. You have to figure out if you truly want it. Because if you don't do it, if you're not consistent and you're not dedicated, and I'll end with this, if you're not, right, Diego, if you're not habitual, if you're not obsessed, if you're not compulsive, if you are not hooked with your exercise, if you are not all in, guess what that means? It means you really don't want it and you're bullshitting yourself. You're just saying words. You're running your mouth and you don't really want it. It's just a fact. I'm not saying if you work your ass off, you're guaranteed to get it. There's no guarantee for anything in this life. What I'm saying is, if you are not doing everything, if you are not just so like chips all in, you are literally just talking and you're not doing. You don't really want it. You say you want it, but you don't truly want it. So you have to figure out why that is, or if you really do want it to begin with, because it really does take that. You want half-assed results, then put in half-ass effort. You want full-blown results, and you got to go all in. Chips all in. Let's do Daily Swole Club. Let's check out, let's see who is going to get the one-on-one with Papa Swole. Scrolling through. Daily Swole Club, Daily Swole Club, Daily Swole Club. Oh my God. That's super funny. That's super funny. I scrolled and I hit, and it's funny because we were just talking about it yesterday because you didn't. Oh man. John Harrison, dude, you won today. I literally stopped writing your name. It says Daily Swole Club. John Harrison, everybody, Daily Swole Club winner. That's hysterical. If anyone watched yesterday's show, John, you... Yeah, this is so funny right now because John David won yesterday, and then John Harrison was like, did I win? I heard John. I cut out. I heard John. He's like, oh man, I've been trying to win. And I literally scrolled and stopped. And then John, it's like the case of three Johns. So congratulations, John Harrison. That is so funny. It is really about time. It is really about time. And literally, anyone that knows, I literally scroll and I hit that. That's hysterical. That's absolutely hysterical. So congratulations to John Harrison. Remember, if you want to win a one-on-one with Papa Swolio, all you gotta do is like the broadcast, share the broadcast, and use the hashtag Daily Swole Club in the comments, and you can be selected to win a one-on-one FaceTime with Papa Swolio. Enormous. We can make some sick gains. We chat. We'll talk about life, talk about your goals, talk about your training program, nutrition, whatever it is that will help you make some sick gains. And if you're still watching this, thank you so much for joining me for episode 364. I really appreciate all the support. It's almost been a year. If you are not yet a member of Swolenormous Premium, really, I'm going to go live in a little bit after this episode. I really encourage you to join the family. Exercise demos, weekly live accountability meetings, nutrition Q&As, access to the group and myself 24/7, 365. So much love, so much support. If you have trouble with, staying with your goals, if you have trouble staying engaged because of friends or family that don't support you in your journey, if you don't have that tight knit, that lifting partner, someone that keeps you on track, or if you just need a little bit more in those times of need, you're out with your friends, you had a drink, or you're eating crappy, you need to make a good decision, just any kind of support you need for your journey, Swolenormous Premium is exactly that. My private Facebook community, 7-day free trial, and after that, it's just $11 a month. And seriously, just cut out drinking Starbucks Frappuccinos once a week, and that's more, and you're saving more money than what premium costs. So it's 7-day free trial. Try it, and if you don't like it, you leave anytime. No obligation. So 7-day free trial for premium. Links in the description. Thank you so much for joining for episode 364 of the most muscular podcast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Swolenormous Apparel, new styles, new clothes, new prices. Check it out, swolenormousapparel.com. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 365 of the Daily Mother Swole. Thank you for joining me every day live here, 12 noon Eastern Time, right here on Facebook, watching on YouTube, and listening to the SoundCloud and iTunes podcast. You want to catch Daily Swole? I'll see everyone tomorrow for 365. Peace, McGeese, deuce, Magoose, and I will see everyone for the year anniversary of the Daily Mother Swole. Super excited. Oh my God. Peace out, peeps.